10 days ago terror struck Pahalgam. 26 tourists were killed. 4 terrorists carried out the attack, then they vanished into the forests. The resistance front claimed responsibility, then denied it. It's been 10 days, but the attackers are still at large, and one question is burning in every Indian's mind: why haven't we tracked them down yet? Indian security forces have been deployed in full strength, from drones to thermal imaging to intelligence grids. Everything is in place, so what is taking so long? There could be 3 reasons. First is the terrain. Pahalgam's landscape is breathtaking, but it's also unforgiving. There are deep ravines and steep ridges. Patrolling them is no easy task. The forest cover is thick. The civilians, there are millions of people in Jammu and Kashmir. Their safety is the priority. Security forces have been repositioned to crowded areas. A full-blown military operation could lead to panic, so everything has to be done quietly. That's point number 2. Now, let's talk about the third reason, which is also the most important. It is the manhunt itself. Let's look at how the situation unfolded after the attack. The initial intelligence was patchy, and this proved costly. By the time reinforcements arrived, the terrorists had slipped away. Thousands of troops are now combing the area, but the attackers remain elusive. Why is that? Perhaps because of local support. Hundreds have been detained for questioning. 90 of them are reportedly overground workers. These are people who may have helped the Pahalgam attackers by giving them shelter or providing intel about Indian forces. They're all being questioned, and here's what the initial investigation has revealed: the attack was not a hit and run. It was planned meticulously. The terrorists scouted Pahalgam for a week. They narrowed down 3 tourist spots. Eventually they picked the Bazaar and Meadow because it is only accessible by foot. They knew that Indian forces would take time to respond, and their exit routes gave them a lead in the chase. Indian agencies say Overground Workers helped in mapping the escape, and the attackers are no ordinary bunch. This group is being led by a former SSG commando, basically a special forces soldier of the Pakistan Army. He is leading this bunch of terrorists, somebody with years of training in jungle and mountain warfare. Indian officials say the terrorists are self-reliant. They have food and water and satellite-linked encrypted communications, so the attackers could stay hidden for days, or worse, they could blend in with the locals, and this would complicate the operation for India. But the Indian forces have been making headway. They have located the attackers at least 4 times. An exchange of fire has been reported. This happened 4 days ago on the 28th of April. Latest reports say the terrorists are now in Anantnag, which is about 40 kilometers from Pahalgam, and the attackers are taking advantage of the terrain. Security officials say tracking them is like finding a needle in a haystack. Also, this is not the first time that terrorists have escaped into dense forests. Something similar happened last year. In 2024, terrorists attacked a bus carrying Hindu pilgrims. This was in Jammu's Riyasi district. 9 people were killed in that attack. At least 41 others sustained injuries. The terrorists fled the scene. They were never traced. There are more such incidents. In fact, in 2023, terrorists attacked a village in Jammu's Rajouri district. 7 people were killed in this attack. The attackers were identified, but they too were never found. So 3 attacks all in Jammu and Kashmir, and no signs of the terrorists. Do you know what's the common factor in all of these cases? All these attacks were carried out by the resistance front, the same TRF. Clearly there is a pattern. Finding the attackers may take days, even weeks. Every inch of the forest is being searched, and the clock is ticking. These terrorists cannot be allowed to regroup, or worse, strike again. Thanks for watching this video.